Hello and welcome to GrindslimeTV with me, your host Aaron. And today we're heading over to, well, England, where I'm from. Oh yes, where we're going to be talking about a classic crust punk band known as Sacrilege. And this is their album, Behind the Realms of Madness. Oh yes, absolute banger, proper classic as well, can't go wrong. What I like about this is that this is the special edition version. But we'll get to what makes it so special in a bit. First of all, let's start off with the little bit of fanciness. You get 6 songs originally on this album, which cover about something like 28 minutes, I think it is. But you get a bunch of bonus tracks on this one. This is a 2021 reissue. And yeah, you get a bunch of demos on here. You get their demo from 3 tracks from their demo from 1986. Plus you get a new song called Feed. You get a re-recording of a song from that demo. But I think there was 4 songs on the demo originally, but because it's got the re-recording, I think it's got yeah, so get one of them on there and all. And you get a couple of live songs too. So you actually get about half an hour's worth of extras just on this bad boy. So really, really cool. So it's about an hour long in total. Cool little Reaper thing going on there. And then he's got that little Reaper guy again. I don't know if you can really see it. Maybe a little bit. See some of my DVDs over there. Look. Pretty cool. So, yeah, got that going on for it. Now, the sound. Now, bearing in mind, this came out in 1985. This was really sort of pushing the limits of sort of hardcore punk and thrash metal. And this is just bleeding with influences from, well, that have inspired from this. Let's get some lyrics there. What I like about this as well is that you get the lyrics for all the bonus tracks as well, including one of the live songs. That's one of the live songs is already here on the album, so you don't need to write the lyrics twice. There they all are there. Then you got old Tam on vocals, old Linda Simpson, as she's also known, and whatnot. So really cool vocals from her part. They sort of remind me of Wendy from Plasmatics, but maybe a little more aggressive. But yeah, more sort of lyrics and stuff. You get some little liner notes there at the end, and it tells in there, because this was recorded at Rich Bitch Studios, which the grind fanatics among you will know was where Napalm Death recorded Scum. Well, apparently their decision to record there was made after hearing this record, and you can definitely hear the similarities in the production. So if you're a bit of a buff and you want to have a little nerd session, listen to this and then throw Scum on straight afterwards. Got shit popping up on my screen, which is always fun. But yeah, this is a really aggressive album, very heavy. I mean, by today's standards, kids will probably laugh, but when you think this was 1985, definitely aggressive, very thrashy as well. Maybe even ahead of its time. A lot of bands say these guys were ahead of their time and whatnot. You know, they took sort of influences off of like Anti-Sect and Amoebics, but kind of made it their own. And they were sort of still singing the whole sort of like politics thing. So even though a lot of like metal bands were sort of steering towards like fantasy and horror and gore and stuff like that, these guys still stuck to the sort of political stuff. But they did so, they took like real world crises and stuff like that and sort of translated it into like a Tolkien kind of tale. So you get a few songs on here that are like, for example, Flight of the Nazgul, Shadow from Mordor and stuff like this. You know, they come across as like Lord of the Rings kind of stories, but they're actually reflections of stuff that's actually happening or something mad like that. But yeah, these soon became their second record was more of a thrash album, and the third one was like a doom record. And then they just didn't do anything for years, and they came back recently with a new album, like a couple of years back. but I've not heard it. This is, in fact, all I've heard by them. And yeah, I'm happy to check the other stuff out, but you know, as far as, because I like the crusty stuff, this is definitely top record. I mean, if you're up for something different, if you like the early works of Bolt Thrower, like these guys inspired Bolt Thrower a hell of a lot. Okay, so get on it. Sacrilege, Behind the Realms of Madness. Oh, what a banger. Whole thing's up on YouTube and Spotify as well. So feel free to check that out. Really cool listen. And yeah, support the scene, your local record store. Check out the description box below so you can pick up a copy of Grindslime Magazine. And oh yeah, follow me on Instagram at GrindslimeTV. Oh yes. Until then, catch you on the flip side. Laters, taters.